Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using The Art of Love Tarot by Denise Jarvie, artwork by Tony Carmine Salerno. Website in the back here, blueangelonline.com. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle cards. Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish, artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Website at the bottom here is teen.simonandschuster.com if you're interested. I guess there's a bunch of other stuff there too if you're interested. So I haven't checked it out yet, but I am kind of curious. It just doesn't stick in my brain long enough for me to check it. All right, what do we have for Aquarius? I mean, that's a pretty card, but I don't... This one card is a nice card, but... Okay. Okay, so... There's some blocks going on here. Okay, we're going to put those up there. Blocks that you might... Okay. What do we have going on? Things are going well in this situation, whatever it is. And you're kind of keeping to yourself about it. Kind of. You do hear a slight of this and some of that, and this is going on there, and that's going... You hear little things, but you don't really... I feel like you're not really following up on it. You're just kind of like, yeah, these people do what they do, who cares? I hear this, I hear that, but I don't really care. I feel like there's a lot of that. Like, I don't really care. And because you're getting along with people, you're like, you know, if I just stay out of it, the less I know, the better. I like getting along with people. If I don't get too involved, it doesn't matter. And you're trying to do what you feel is best for the situation. I feel like you've handled it like this for a while, but it's kind of like, you know, I don't really want to get involved in people's stuff. I feel like I just don't want to be involved in people's stuff. If I don't need to be involved in it, I don't want to be involved in it. I feel like I'm in that energy at this time. Like, I just don't want to be I don't want to be involved in it. I just don't want to. You got enough other things. You're probably doing some other academic things, or something is keeping your mind busy. You're like, instead of centering my energy on these people, I've got other things I want to accomplish, and I'm putting my energy towards that. I don't have time for both to really succeed. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to put all my energy here on something I really want to succeed with. So I'm just going to stay out of this other stuff. I hear little things, but it's fine. And you've been doing well. You're very happy. I feel like currently you're quite happy. Okay, so we want to stay happy, right? You have the Sun card. I like this. I love the Sun card. It's the best card in a tarot deck, in my opinion. But the Emperor is very interesting. Because you've decided, this is a very strong, like, you do what you want. The Emperor does what they want. They don't put up with BS. They also don't waste their time on fruitless ventures. Kind of like, just because I could say something, if it's not going to work for me, if it's not going to do anything for me, I'm not going to say anything. I don't have time for it. No, thank you. You've been quite happy doing this. Is there anything else I need to say about this part? Something I'm missing? Because the energy's still there for some reason. You're not really connected with people. You don't really like or dislike anybody specifically for the most part. But that's one of the reasons you're not connected. You don't get too involved with people. So there's no reason to dislike or like anybody, because you just stay on the outside to you don't really get to know them that well. Not in this situation, not so far. That's one of the reasons you're able to stay out of it. Okay. Something is happening. I'm sure you're shocked. Fell right off your seat on that one, I'm sure. Ace of Swords is looming around this situation, and there's possibilities here. What is this one called? The Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. Counting your blessings, or count your blessings. Which makes me feel like there's opportunities here. I kind of feel like there's a lot of opportunities is what this is saying. And the information is starting to flow forward about opportunities that are about to come your way. Um, if it's a work thing, for example, either there's new work coming in, or maybe there's a buyout coming and there's possibilities for advancement that weren't there before. Um, like I remember this years ago when I worked for a financial institution. We got bought out by another one, and all of a sudden we had a lot of different places we could transfer to if we really wanted to. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Possibility. There's possibilities showing up that weren't there before. Okay, let's just see how these two add in, because it's coming, but I feel like people are not dealing with it. Other people are upset about it. So I'm going to use that same analogy. Years ago, I worked for a financial institution. We got bought out by another one. It was amazing how pessimistic it became quite quickly. And people didn't like it. People didn't see the opportunity. They just immediately clung to the detriment and what could go wrong and how this isn't good for us and how this is bad and how this is going to happen and how that's going to happen. Mind you, the this and that were going to happen didn't happen, if you follow me. Like, people were caught up in the fear of it. And I feel like what's happening when this change starts to happen initially, there's a lot of negativity floating around the situation. If you want to find the true benefits here, you can try wading through all the negativity. I wouldn't recommend it. You're going to have to step back and step above. So, if we're going to use that same analogy again, and I remember, I don't think I was the one who did it, but somebody else I worked with did it. The institution that bought us out, they went and researched them online, saw where they had what type of things they used. They got information about, how they handled things before when they acquired other people, what other places you might have an opportunity to transfer to if you wanted to, stuff like that. So it's like stepping back from all the negativity and stepping above it and finding a different way to look into like the possibilities here. I know Aquarius has definitely the aptitude to do so, but in the direct situation there are a lot of blocks. There's blocks from this Ace of Wands. There's a block. Something is blocking this Ace of Wands. There's a possibility. There's a great moment here that could happen, but it's being blocked socially. Like, the people around you are blocking it. And I would even say, back when I look back at that time, even management had that bad attitude and wasn't even considering and it just was like they were just not handling things very well. It was a very pessimistic time. These opportunities are waiting for you. You could have a change in front of you that can bring you great success. There's a change of great success here for you. It may be something you're very much interested in. You got the Ace of Pentacles also showing up, I'm noticing, which could be more money, could be a higher state of luxury. There could be a higher state of luxury here. You moving forward towards what you actually want. You might have something good now, but something you actually want might be there. It's almost like if you went to school for teaching and you ended up being like an instructor at an insurance firm. It's kind of like, well, technically I'm teaching, but this isn't how I wanted to teach. This would give you more of a connection to the actual what you want versus what you actually do. So it's like, I got something good, but I could actually have what I want with what's coming forward. The opportunity to get what you actually want might come forward. I remember one of the perks was like assistance with college, and as long as you could prove that it would benefit the business, they would pay for certain college courses, stuff like that. So it could be something like that. I keep getting that. So I keep going to the financial institution thing, I'm noticing. You got to step back, but you got to step above. Once you step back and above, you will find the way to. You will find what you need. You will see it. You will know where to go. You will know where to look. Because once you see what you want, it's all about seeing. It's all about I shouldn't say seeing what you want. Once you're able to locate what it is you want, once you got that viewpoint of like, oh, there it is. That's what I want. There it is. That's what I need to be. You'll naturally start heading towards it. You'll have the Knight of Fire and the Knight of Air. You'll find the way to get there. You'll start moving towards it. You're going to clear out the energy here. I feel like you're going to move on from the energy that's currently around you. There's a reason you don't want to connect to it. I mean, there's a reason. You're going to move on from it. I feel like the more you dissociate from it, the better. You just got to find it. And I feel like if you step back and you step above, you have a clear view of what's in front of you, and you'll be like, oh, wait, what's that? That's actually what I want. This is exactly what I want. Okay, now that I see what I want, there you go. You'll go right towards it. You'll go right toward it. You'll weave in and out to wherever you got to get to. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I feel like the reason this reading might be coming to you is to realize that people are blocking themselves, and in turn are blocking you too. There's a lot of negativity in this situation where there's people blocking themselves, and in turn blocking you too. I mean, it's the same. I don't know how else to say it. A lot of pessimistic energy here. Again, just step back, step above, find what you need, and just make it happen. Everybody has to like do it their own. Like, people are in control of their own lives. You take care of yourself, you move forward. People are gonna have to if they want to be stuck in that negativity, then that's on them. If they don't want to step, you can advise them to step back and step above. But that's as far as I would go with it. I would highly recommend that's as far as you go with it. Like, if you just tell them step back and then look over here and see what you find, but don't show them what's there. Just say step back, look above, step above, and then look down and see what you got. And then just let them figure out what they need to do there. I don't think you need to point out possibilities, because their possibilities and your possibilities may not be the same. You can look at the same buffet and you want this and they want that. Let them find what they need to find on their own. It's not like a negative thing to not point out things. It's just like, instead of directing them like, oh look, I'm going towards the macaroni salad because that's what I want. If you point that out, they might be like, oh, that sounds good. I'll go for the macaroni salad too. It's not necessary. They may look at the same buffet and go, you know what? I would really like, some of these chicken wings over here. That's what I want. So that's where they're going to go. Turns out the salad looks good, but the chicken wings look better to them. That's where they're going to go. They have to find what they need themselves. I feel like that's fine. I don't think that'll be that hard for you. Is there anything else we have to say with this, or are we good? All right, I think I'm there. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.